Hey, looky, another video. Another video from space. Was a little bit faster than I expected, but after the last video I made, I thought to myself, you know what? I did a little bit of injustice with my intro to the last video, showing you kills on some of the Super UNIs out in the game that have YouTube channels. I don't know if that was completely fair. So, alright, I decided to make a follow-up video. I mean, these guys that you saw that I killed in my previous video, in the intro, these guys are good, very, very good players. And, you know, to be honest, sometimes I get the chance to kill them, so I kill them. But in many cases, they kill me. And, you know, it's just the way it is. I mean, they're very, very good players, better players than I am. So I've run into them a few times over the past. And yeah, I got killed by them as well. I mean, that's the way it goes. It's the game, guys. Like, sometimes when you kill a Super Uni, you're like, oh, wow, that was awesome. I killed a Super Uni. I'm so good at the game. But then the next game, you know, they freaking completely demolish you. And that's the way it goes. So I want to do justice to them. You know, this is maybe not entirely fair of what I showed. So the game that I'm showing you right now, today, the game in my FCM 50 Ton, we are on El Haluf. And we're actually gonna run into Gambit or Visha. He's got a YouTube channel. You guys know him. He's one of the biggest YouTubers out there right now for World of Tanks console, posting some ridiculous games. But anyway, I run into him in this game, and I actually checked the team list at the beginning. Here you can see he's right there on the right hand side, and a Cobra. I guess he was testing out his Cobra. So usually on this map, you want to go to A1, B2 quadrant and brawl it out. But look at my team. Look at my team. Look what my team is doing. And when you see this, you know it's an automatic loss. And I was thinking to myself at this point, like, dude, I ran into Visha. And I get this team. So what am I supposed to do with this? Like, literally, what am I supposed to do with this? So the T95 did the right thing. He went to brawl. The problem is there's no one supporting him. STI, or is it Bukhor, and also STI went also to area C1 trying to stop the opposition from pushing, and the entire opposition team will be coming through that corridor at one line through C1. So initially I was gonna go there, but then I'm like, I have to drop because there's no way I'll be able to survive over there. At least here I can support them somehow. I should have came here right away though, because this is very good position when these guys actually start spilling onto the field. As you can see here, I'm unspotted behind those bushes, but I'll be able to just shoot these guys at will. The problem is I won't be able to save my guys. There's just too many of the Reds pushing through this area. All I can do is punish them as much as I can. So you can see me over here. They got within my detection range, so I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here right now. So we're gonna drop a little bit further, but still in a vicinity where we can shoot these guys still. So I'm gonna check this out right here. Do I have shots? I have shots, so I'm gonna try to shoot behind these buildings. And if I am spotted, I'm gonna back into those buildings. But I'm not spotted. So I got, look at these shots. Look at these shots. I got all these shots, so I can punish these guys from just sitting there. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But now I got spotted, and I didn't realize how in the hell did I get spotted. It looks like there are a couple of tanks poking up area F3, and that's what has spotted me. I didn't realize that fast enough. Now my turret is jammed, so I have to repair quickly, and then I go forward instead of backwards, and I get hit in my fuel tank, and that will be my demise later on, and you'll see what happens. Anyway, these buildings here are good for that purpose. I can just sit around here and potentially still present crossfire into these guys. Now, the good thing about this game is that our light tank, if you look at our light tank, he's in position D8 right now, and he spotted only one TD. So he should be able to take that TD out and potentially cap the base if we get in trouble here. And he was smart. I gotta say, he was smart. He did the right thing. In the meantime, I'm trying to penetrate that M103 with my premium rounds. And FCM 50 Ton is a great machine. It's a preferential tank. If you guys don't have this tank, I strongly recommend it. It's really, really good. I have some videos on my channel on this tank, and premium rounds on this tank are fantastic, but the penetration is not the best. As you can see, I'm gonna struggle penetrating this M103. Even shooting the weak spots, side of the turret, Capola. Those shots are just bouncing. This is ridiculous. But we're gonna keep on trying doing that because of RNG. Eventually some of those shells will go in. And we drain him down quite significantly here. Now we're gonna wait for him to turn so we can shoot his drive wheel, and that should pen. And we tracked him at the same time, so we should be able to kill him right now. And we do. As you notice there, we're keeping this game close, right? And now, this is the time where I push. I wanted to flank him. I wanted to go all the way around, but there's a trailer. And this Bizante is a problem for me. He's an autoloader. I don't want to go under his gun. And in order to approach him, I have to go through an open space. I don't want to be doing that. So instead, I'm going to focus these guys that are at H4, where I can have side shots or rear shots. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, one mistake I made here was that, look at my fuel tank. You see this? I forgot to repair my fuel tank. And that's going to be a problem. Space, repair your fuel tank. That's the way it goes. Anyway, I got this Draugen in my view range here. We're going to take care of him. And now I see Visha coming after me. I'm like, okay, that's going to be trouble. He's probably fully loaded. So he'll be able to unleash his fury on me. And I'm like, that's not good at all. So I managed to put one shot into him. And he sets me on fire because of my fuel tank. And my fuel tank popped, set me on fire. And just like that, he took me out of the game. Which sucks, because I probably would have put another couple shells into him. Well, maybe not a couple, because he was fully loaded. But at least another shell I should be able to put into him. But he would have still taken me out of the game. So it wouldn't change anything, really, guys. Lucky for me, and lucky for us, our light tank was a smart player. And he actually capped out, giving us a win in this game. And we still ended up with very, very decent game. We ended up with almost 3.7k damage. First on our team. So at the end of the day, I got the last laugh. Yes, but Visha got the laugh for setting me on fire. And burning me to the ground. So there, I did some justice to these guys. Well, some of these guys that I might have offended in my last video. Although I doubt it. Everyone wins and dies in this game. Regardless, whether you're Super Uni or not so good player. So we ended up on top of the leaderboard with 1433 base XP, 3.7k damage. Not much assisted, but we're mostly damage dealer in this game. Visha finished on top of his team, as usual, with almost 5k damage. And you can expect that from him in almost every game, to be honest. The guy is a heck of a player. And if you haven't done so yet, I would encourage that you check out his channel. And you'll see some ridiculous games on there. By the way, Airstorm from Clam Decoy also has his channel, and you can find some really, really good games on his channel as well. I'll leave links to their channels in the description below, just for those that would like to explore some more World of Tanks content. Actually, I'll put more links of other decent players, maybe a bit less known, in the description below, so that you have access to those channels. I'll leave you with another FCM 50-ton gameplay. Also an El Haluf from the opposite spawn, and how I like to play FCM 50T aggressively on this map. And that's exactly how this map should be played, with tanks that have relatively decent armor, decent gun, because who wins this corner of the map really determines the outcome of the game. And you need to make sure your gun is in play on this map in order to win the game. Unless your team is pushing hard through the field, I see teams win on this map through the field sometimes as well, because this area here is a choke point. So in many cases at tier 10 especially, tanks get stuck in this area, and sometimes light tanks and medium tanks push through the field and win the game for the team. So at higher tiers it is possible to win through the field, but on lower tiers you have to be able to push the choke point here and win the game. And since FCM 50 ton is preferential tank, that means we're playing only till tier 9. Yeah, this area here is essential. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this game. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.